Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon, and today's video, we're gonna do something a little bit different than what we've done recently and what is currently still up on my channel. If you have been here from the beginning, you guys know that I used to be more of a planner girl. I used to be obsessed with planning and stickers and stationery, and we used to do a lot of Plan With Me videos. In one of my older journals, I actually did some mini spreads to talk about and like track the books that I was reading in 2023. I haven't finished this one yet, but I decided I wanted to do another bullet journal, but make it also in conjunction with a reading journal. I'm not 100% sure how this is gonna go, but today's video is gonna be me setting it up. I love these notebooks, and I got it in this beautiful sage green color, which you guys know has been my favorite recently. I got the dotted version, and I'm not even going to attempt to say the name of this journal because we all know I cannot pronounce it. But I love this style of journal. I have so many notebooks in this. I have a pink one from last year. I've got an orange one, a blue one. I think I even have like a gray one back there, another coral color. I use these journals for a lot of different things. But today's video is going to be setting up this bullet journal. It is going to be me making a bullet journal, but also making it a reading journal. Again, I'm not 100% sure how I want this to go, but this is a blank notebook. There is nothing happening in here. Since I haven't opened it up yet, I'm going to show you guys, this is what the pages look like. They're all blank. They just have these little dots, which I kind of like because it kind of helps me like figure out spacing and like sizing for like drawing things. But we're gonna make some cute spreads today and we're gonna see how that goes. As a small heads up for this video, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to kind of outline and draw everything out in pencil on the pages, and then the parts of the video that you guys are going to see is going to be me going in with a pen or marker and actually like drawing it out and making it more permanent on the page. But I find that if I do everything in pencil first, it'll make the videos go a lot faster. It also makes things look a little bit better for you guys on camera. That's why I showed you guys the blank pages of the other one.
I would like to also point out that for this video, I did actually do all of the penciling on my Twitch stream. So you guys did see that there, and this is just me filling it in, making it look pretty, and doing everything in ink. One last thing for me to point out for you guys, in this video, you guys are not gonna have like the best angles because I was trying out some new filming places, and so it's gonna look a little weird, but at the very end of the video, I will give you guys a better flip through so you can actually see the pages, and we will talk about each of them, what they are, and why I have them in this bullet/reading journal. If you guys used to hang around here for my Plan With Me videos, you guys would know that I used to be such a really big planner. I would go all out with washi tape and stickers, but nowadays I like to keep things more minimal because if I'm going to make weekly planning spreads, it's just not realistic for me to spend hours on a weekly spread anymore. So I have simplified and made this look a little bit more minimalistic. I also do look off of Pinterest for inspiration. I do tend to attempt to copy other people's designs, so I'm making that very clear in this video. I do modify them based on my own abilities and what I'm actually able to do on the page or what I feel like doing. Honestly, I just kind of use them for inspiration, and sometimes I copy exactly, but usually not completely. So because I don't have time every single week to work on my bullet journal, I decided to plan out all the weekly spreads for the month of January just to make my life a little bit easier so I don't have to do this later. This page here is pretty new for me and I was just kind of winging it, but I am starting like a mini book club with some local friends of mine. Right now it is just me and my friend Andrea, and we do have another friend, her name is Seven. She is also planning to join us. It's gonna be like a super low-key book club. We're planning to read a lot of fantasy-based books like Fourth Wing, ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, Crescent City. Like I said, it's gonna be a super low-key book club. It's just gonna be, we're gonna have different books that we wanna read, and when we get to them, and we'll hang out when we all finish a series or whatever. And then once I worked on pretty much all the spreads I wanted to work on for January, I realized that I forgot to make a reading log in the front of my journal. So this is actually going to be in the back of my journal instead, and we're going to work from the back, kind of like working more like inward. Like eventually with the journal, hopefully I will meet in the middle with my spreads and the reading log. But yeah, I forgot to do this in the front. So we're doing this here, which it kind of works out because I have a tendency to read very quickly. So I honestly have no idea how many books I'm going to get through this year. And it's very likely that I'm going to be pretty high up there. So it looks like we have finally made it to the flip through portion of the video so you can actually see what I did. This is my 2024 spread. As you can see, it's just introducing the year that this journal is going to be for. The quote at the bottom that is kind of cut off by my wonderful filming skills states, "If you keep being disappointed by the same thing over and over again, you have to ask yourself if something needs to change." Typically, the next spread I do is called A Year at a Glance, and I did it a little bit differently in this journal. As you can see, I have the days of the month listed out beneath the little mini monthly calendar, and that is just another way for me to track birthdays, wedding anniversaries, any events coming up, things like that. In the past, I've had this broken up into like 2 or 3 different spreads, and I wanted to minimalize all the spreads that I was doing, so we combined everything here. And of course, I had to have a little travel spread as well, and I made them look like little Polaroids. So whenever I travel this year, I'm gonna draw a little picture, and then at the bottom of that little Polaroid, I'm gonna write where I went. I don't have that many trips planned for this coming year, but I am gonna be mostly in the US, nothing out of the country, so we'll see what this spread ends up looking like at the end of the year. Obviously, if you've seen my other videos, you know that I've been doing a lot of running. I don't plan on doing a bunch of races in 2024 the way that I did in 2023, because I think I ran like 7 races total for the whole year. I do want to track them and my progress with running, so I do have a very simple spread there, along with a little January overview. And then we move into my first weekly spread for January. I put in a few work things and some grocery shopping, some to-do lists. Typically, I like to have lists that I check things off, and I will write in times if I have to be somewhere. And then I also want to track my workouts in this spread, so we have that here too. But not much is happening in this spread. As I talked about earlier in the video, I did plan out all the other weekly spreads for the month just to make it easier on myself, and I tried to keep them as minimal as possible, and I tried to keep them to 1 page for being like the whole week, because as you saw in the last spread, not much was happening that week and I didn't feel like wasting the pages. Especially because I don't know if this is going to stay as a bullet journal or if it's going to transform into more of a reading journal and running journal. I don't really know. So we're trying to save all the pages that we possibly can. These are just some more weekly spreads. I didn't finish the one on the left, but I'll get to it for that week. This spread I kind of freehanded, and personally I don't love it, but I'm going to work on it at the end of the month and recap all of the books that I read. I'm hoping to print out little mini book covers and write mini reviews, so we'll have that tracked in here as well. This was the last spread that you guys saw, which was me just planning out some stuff for the book club and just activities, notes, things that I want to do, videos that I can make off of this. And yeah, that's really all I have there. Like I said, the reading log is in the very back of my journal, which we have here. I actually do love how this turned out because I love the purple. It's very cute, very me. Yeah, that's currently how I have my bullet journal set up, and I'm periodically going to do some check-ins so you guys can see what I'm up to with the journal and if anything is changing. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified every time I post a new video. Typically, I try to post videos once a week, but sometimes I get behind on my schedule. Be sure to check out my socials and my Discord, which are linked in the description box below. I will see you guys in my next video.